you make me melt away. You're Mr. Right, my Mr. Right, too good to be true. You spin my world around, 'cause you're the peace I finally found. You sweep me off my feet, my heart stops to beat, 'cause you make me melt away. You're Mr. Right, my Mr. Right, too good to be true.
Okay, everybody, we're up and running. Thank you for waiting, and sorry for the delays in our show. As you know, we're trying to put together a constant feed in our show, and it's really important that we have a daily show. We have different locations we broadcast from whenever we're on a road trip, and I hope everyone realizes that this is one of the hardest things you can do when you're traveling. But I'm allocating enough time for everybody to talk about the issues. I think we need to dig in and talk about some of the politics that just seems to be all over the place with this new trade war with Donald Trump and whatnot. He seems to want a trade war. Hey, Sarah, could you give me a break here? Sarah's going to come in. Thanks. My glasses.
Okay. Fantastic. How are you? Yeah, we don't need a trade war with China. That's the last thing that we need. Or in fact, a trade war with anyone. There you go, Dr. Meow. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, indeed. All right. Hello, Miss Anthropy. Hello, everyone. Let me just move this over. No, I've got it. Make an adjustment here so I can see the iVlog chat. The prices of food has gone up once again, says 632 over at iVlog, and I agree with that. I know, doesn't this hotel room look very familiar? Tikin says China has been messing with us for a long time, which I agree with that. But I think there's a way to reach amicable discussions rather than just always doing kind of a trade war issues. Oh, a public service announcement to all your friends with a broken heart. I'm sorry, have you recently had a broken heart? Something like that? Oh. Gave something away? Yeah, my glasses on my screen might give something away. If I'm here, explain this. CNN, Hart family crash. Jennifer Hart was driving the SUV when it went over a cliff. That's true. Both Jennifer Hart and Sarah Hart.
Starting to come together tonight to the investigators who have been desperate to figure out how that family flew off that cliff in California and whether it was on purpose.
Well, they say, what I've heard so far from CNN is that I just read an article about that earlier about the whole Sarah Hart and the family and Jennifer Hart and the family. I'm not related to them, but there was the article on CNN said basically that both these two lesbian women had adopted two sets of children. Both were minorities, and one was an older group of minority, and then they had another one. Yeah, all of them were adopted, and then they had something about they were in Minnesota, or I think it was Minnesota, and they were had the kids in school, and one of the kids complained about stomach pain, and the school nurse said, "Oh, let me take a look," and saw bruising. And so the school nurse, of course, was upset. Whenever you see bruising like that, they called the mom in and talked to her. And the mom said, "Oh, yes, well, I do use corporal punishment, which is even legal in Washington State for parents to use corporal punishment." But she said she spanked her over the bathroom for some kind of issue. And then anyway, I guess the people in Minnesota started looking into the, she said she was leaning over the bathtub and spanked her, or spanked the kid, whatever. Anyway, then they moved those children, with the children, to Washington State. And in Washington State, they homeschooled the kids. And then the neighbor, there's a picture, it said on CNN, of one of the kids like hugging a white police officer. He had a sign that somehow went viral after one of the incidents. And anyway, he hugged a white police officer, and that went viral.
Okay.
Okay, so then what happened is there was a local, like their neighbor, they decided to homeschool the kids in Washington State. The neighbor then said, like, one of the kids had went and said hello, and then like one of the neighbor kids came over and's like, can you help me? My mom's something complained, and the neighbors just took the kids back to the family. And then later, the anyway, later there was a one boy that was going over to the neighbor, like saying, "My family's not feeding me. Can I have some food?" And then he did it like once a day, and then he came over like 3 times a day, that they weren't feeding him. Okay, Misanthropy got allergy shots and can now breathe through his nose for the first time in forever. Wow. It wasn't Sarah that lived up in Washington State. I don't think it was by me. James said they adopted kids and they did not behave as expected, so well, and then they took off. So then, anyway, the neighbor finally got CPS involved, Child Protective Services, and then they said that they went on a trip and took the kids with them, and that it appears like they wouldn't have even known that this had happened. So if somebody driving by saw this SUV at the bottom of the cliff, and they're like, "What happened?" And anyway, that because there was no tire tread marks. They pulled off on a overlooking something, and then just an overlook, and then just sped at full speed off the cliff.
Wow.
I'm sure there are large crowds gathering wherever we travel. Yes, there are large crowds wherever we travel. Are they gathering for David? Maybe, maybe not. Tsunami Rose says food prices are going to rise even more. And 227 says, how many years of donations does it take for you all to be able to take a vacation like this? None of this money, none of this vacation was from donation money. It was all from actually my hard work money and things like that. All right. Tread marks would indicate that they tried to break, but there were no tread marks. From what the first story I heard. Oh, psycho behavior. Yeah. All right. Oh, misanthropy, don't read into it. You're okay. As long as you weren't involved, you're fine. James says being a white male in Asia gets you the attention that being an Asian female in the US gets? Really? It's the exotic factor. So even just anybody, as long as they're white, can go over and be an Asian and be like, you're different. Oh, you're from what? You're a white guy. All right. That's the same thing like a British accent happens like that. So some people like that come over to the US if they have a different accent, then it's the accent factor. No, I haven't. I have not been really keeping up with the news about the. I mean, David told me a little bit about the YouTube shooter, I guess, yesterday, whenever. He told me a little bit about it, but I haven't been keeping up with the news at all. Chicken says, "Ha, you're hilarious, Chicken." And Scissor thinks it's YouTube playing the sympathy card. So I want to read, I guess I want to read or know a little bit more about the YouTube thing, shooting that I heard it was a woman that shot her boyfriend, some kind of domestic dispute gone over into the workforce kind of thing. And that's what I heard a little bit. Streamable. Play the video of the YouTube shooter. That's not her fault, really.
My name is Nasir Shah.
Wait.
Okay, I am from Iran.
So this was her. Oh, wait. Why can't I? So this is her on America's Got Talent. I will try to add it. Really? That's interesting. All right. According to Scissor Fight, it was another fake shooting. And chat room celebrity, it says, was not her boyfriend. Oh, the guy was not. They changed the story. And Scissor Fight says it was another fake shooting. They changed the stories 4 times now. Misanthropy, yes, that's really her. Sarah, when you GPF, Sarah, when you travel with David, does he book bunks in hostels versus a hotel room? David will do a hotel room, and I always save up my money to make sure I have enough money to have a hotel room. YouTube shooter was some vegan, lesbian, animal activist person into fitness video, was also able to bark English, Dr. Meow says. Scissor Fight says there's no CCTV footage. Wait. Google headquarters. Right? No, YouTube headquarters. Home of the video. And no CCTV footage. Maybe they have they do have CCTV footage, but they have a thing from the police saying you can't do any CCTV footage or something, or you can't release it to the public. Maybe that was it. Play the video to show the full insanity. I will do that later, or I will have David do that later. Oh, Vacation Nation. That's hilarious. No, 451. No, 451. No, 451. I'm perfectly happy. All right, I have a link to an Australian article trying to act like what? There's a video of her doing squats in front of an Israeli flag. What? What? Allergy immunotherapy. Interesting. Tablet-based sublingual allergy immunotherapy. Oh, yeah, YouTube. You need a security card to enter any room or building. All right, James Packer says the media wanted her to be a white person. Bag in Audio asks, is this news about Trump having sex with a porn star without a condom? Is that news? I don't really think so. All right, and Dave Sponham is giving me another YouTube video, but I'm not clicking links today. Yeah, I mean, I understand that some people are like, oh, if the president is with somebody, then it must be a big deal because the president is not supposed to be, is supposed to be running the country and kind of setting the moral guidelines for the country. And I understand people being upset about it, but I personally don't, I'm not interested in the president's sexual behaviors, misbehaviors, or anything like that. David doesn't bet JPF. David has a hard time losing money or spending money, so David would never bet anything. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, David will say, maybe I'll bet 55 cents with you for such and such. I'll like, okay, sure. And he's like, wait. Like, what if I lose? Like, he won't even bet 5 cents on a little silly bet. Thank you, Riverman. I appreciate it. He said I would make a beautiful first lady. What does that even mean, 451? That just sounds bizarre. Thank you. Well, you know, if I'm first lady or even if I'm not first lady, whatever I am, I hope to be of service to people. Even over, and right now I'm of service to David for the next week, and then usually I'm of service in other areas. Okay. I am just south of Washington State, JPF, and that's it. And then I'm going back north because I only have a week off. I only have spring break. No, Bag in Daddy or David's never used any aliases. NYPD1 is informing me. Sarah, police force in the UK put out an effort. What is that? Trying to find the suspect. EFIT. Check the image and see the replies. Oh, effort? What? I don't know. The replies made the news. All right, going to do that. You think I didn't travel very far and I should? Please, JPF, whenever you should or would or could, all of you, it's not of after that word. It's always have. Could have, should have, would have. If you could have, or if you could have, you should have, and if you would have, you would have done better. No, chicken. All right, I'm gonna look at the Twitter feed for WorksPolice.net. They issued an EFIT. What is an EFIT anyway? Oh, it's an electronic digital fit of a suspect in a distraction burglary in Stratford. All right. They're like, here. This is who we think. Wait, let me go up here. This is who we think did the burglary, right? Let's see what they say. Times must be hard after his banana split days. And 1 banana, 2 banana. I know that's definitely a Nike hat that they blurred the label out. Person, he sent me a Snapchat. This one. It's all
Tricky over.
here is his possibility with glasses. Oh, good.
Yeah, I got you orange.
Oh, good.
Orange is spray.
Here's some other things.
Some goodies.
All right. Anyway, that was cute. Thanks for doing that.
I got
Okay.
over for one
Okay,
day.
Amber, I should show you some really cute photos I took of David and Amber today. She was actually sleeping on top of the bed, and it was so cute. David was laying down too, sleeping, and Amber was sleeping, and then David turned over and like petted Amber. It was so adorable. Yeah, something like that, JPF. There was a show called The Banana Splits. Can you quiz me, 451? No, I think you already did. Oh, this is right. Thank you for reminding me. This is Martin Luther King Jr.'s, the anniversary of his death. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah. It's going as well as can be expected, 971. That's how it's going. No video. What? Yeah, well, you think the whole symmetrical thing doesn't work? That's hilarious. David doesn't kiss babies.
All right, I'll pick up where you left off.
Okay, I'll save one of these for you.
Yeah, I made you something. I left your key there on the door on the table. Okay, oh boy, we're back. Hey, wow, I can't get over this. Oh, I've got a little rosacea. Hang on, I gotta deal with that. My white balance is a little off. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our mobile broadcast. We have the ability to do this now, and it's really kind of cool. I'm enjoying it. It's actually more enjoyable than I thought. Yeah. Let me get the gain up a little bit. Well, the lighting is not perfect, but it is what it is, right? But the real thing is the rosacea has to go. I got to get rid of the rosacea. It's like too much. There we go. Okay, let me adjust the camera a little bit and the color. Everybody is, wow. It's a fine tune on the green screen, I'll tell you. I guess we're down to just the coloring. Let's pull it down just a little bit. When I take the gain up, it does affect the green screen a little bit. That's okay. Seems to be a fine line between looking right, looking normal, and not looking normal. Okay, well that's a little better than it was, I suppose. Got a bright light up above, so. Okay, welcome. Martin Luther King, aka American Gandhi. Yeah. You know, I really I respect the work that he did, and when I was a young man, I actually believed that his life was free of any kind of, you know, involvement with women. And then I read Snopes, and I found out that Snopes has described him as a man who has had prostitutes, and I thought, wow. And this isn't the first time, because I mean, think of Jimmy Swaggart. He claimed he had relations with young kids. I mean, and then he repented for his actions. So, yeah, he's an amazing man and an amazing speaker, and he really ushered in the civil rights movement, which I think we all have to agree really helped blacks get the right to vote and to speak out and to get equal access to education. And I think that's really important. Have you tried it yet, the soup?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really good. I made a soup on the fly today. That was just, I took a summer sausage.
I should have recorded you doing that.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
I could have been in your cooking show.
I know. I took a summer sausage and a couple cans of one can of great white northern beans and some organic vegetables we had right at the edge of being okay, and I put them in there. Whenever you have vegetables that are about ready to brown out, you know, when their stems get brown, you can put these things in a cooking in a soup. My mother experimented when she was younger. Of course, she's no longer living. But she experimented with making soup with old lettuce that had been rusted, because somebody had said that try old lettuce that's rusted. And it's like, don't do that. No, not a good idea. Okay, we're up and running. I'm glad this is such a great thing, because we really needed it. Yeah, this has been kind of a terrific thing, because we didn't expect it to be. Adjust the contrast a little bit. We didn't expect our show to be able to, you know, even broadcast in lieu of various things. Could you hit that left button for a second? Yeah. Okay, now hit it on, and then hit the other one off. Back up. Okay, we're best corrected with.
No.
No, I tried those, but you can turn those off. See what you can think. Yeah, try them out. Can't stop. If I play that popcorn stammer, the YouTube monetization starts. So they found out that the woman that shot the people at YouTube. No, it doesn't seem to help. That's actually okay. That's okay. It's actually not helping the green screen effect, but when I turn them away, it's better. Yeah, you can turn them away. Or right, yeah, that right there, and then face it right over here. That's about as good as corrected as we get. A little bit that way. That'll do it. Yeah. So it's a sparkling day. Is this a recording? No, Vinyl Stiffer. I'm live. I'm doing the show till 9 because I'm going to be meeting a friend at a local drinking establishment. Sarah and I are going to go for a visit to a local bar. But I'm going to be playing the videos all the way into the evening till 2. So you will have a chance to chat and talk about any interactive videos. If you have any videos you want to send to me, go ahead and link me, and I will upload those I will add them to my playlist, and we'll play them tonight. And that includes you at iVlog. I traveled with one wig this time because, you know, you never can tell if you get the right hair on any particular occasion. So, assuming that you don't have the right hair, you can't really do a show, you know, because apparently people they care more about our shows having good hair than anything. Yeah, unfortunately. So, all right, David. We don't want her to get boxed. I don't drink, and even though I just went, you know, to a bar a couple days ago, I had one beer, and I think that's about all I can really handle. So, okay. Well, you're a little frustrated there, buddy. Thank you. Echo Charlie. He'll have a hard time finding us this time. Okay. Yeah. Well, should I wear the wig to the bar tonight to visit my friend? I think I should. Wouldn't it be kind of fun, wouldn't it? See what he thinks.
Yeah, you should start with that, because remember that time
Yeah.
when this friend wanted you to talk in an accent,
Yeah, he did.
right?
Oh, this is yours. This is orange soda.
Okay.
Fanta mixed with infanticide. No, I'm kidding. That's Fanta. It's an orange Fanta with a little Sprite.
No, thank you. That's good.
I remember you told me you liked eating from the. You liked orange soda, so I got some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no CCTV footage from the YouTube. Who should cameras at every nook and cranny at YouTube, but there's no CCTV footage of the woman who apparently took a handgun and went after. Well, I'll be back probably around 11, and I'll talk to you guys then. I'll come into the show. Oh, no, I
go to sleep.
Oh yeah, I got to go to sleep at 11. Sorry. So I'll be doing the show, but we'll keep the show up and running. The regular show. Misanthropy has a link. How an extra GPS tracker on a drug dealer's car unraveled a corrupt Baltimore police force that robbed homeless people and resold confiscated heroin and ecstasy back on the street. Wow, that's a good link. Thanks for that, Misanthropy. Sorry. Okay, as you know, this is a nonstop effort to keep a show going, and against all odds, by the way. Yeah, pretty good, huh? New Orleans police were killing people after Hurricane Katrina. Yeah, I heard about that. Unfortunate. When Katrina happened, a lot of people had their guns taken away from them, which kind of shocked a lot of gun right owners. They didn't realize that they were going to be kicked out. I know drinking sugary drinks is bad for Sarah. Throw that in the drain. Okay, we'll drink a little bit of it for taste, but let's not be too freaked out about everything. Yeah, I'm glad I don't drink. This beer I have in my pocket, I didn't even want to drink it. I didn't want to open it. I picked it up someplace. Yeah, I'm just going to set it over there and put it in the refrigerator. I didn't know what to do with it. It's a pale ale. Yeah, put it in the refrigerator. Throw it in the drain.
Your other friends.
Oh yeah, if that ever happens, I have something to serve. Yeah.
Female.
Oh, maybe not. Oh. No.
Never mind.
No, that's a different thing. Mainstream media in Australia changes skin and eye color of YouTube shooter to make her appear more white. Are you serious? So her face has already been doctored. No kidding. Look at this. Wow. So mainstream media in Australia has already altered her face to make her appear more white. This woman, if this really is the woman that did the shooting at YouTube, she looks like a virtual reality character. I mean,
yeah, actually, if you go over here, they have another one where she's actually, it's one of the videos. Maybe that one. This is an actual, she was trying out for America's Got Talent.
Oh, she's America's Got Talent? That's her? No kidding.
My name is Nasime Sabs.
You're a beautiful young lady, you know that?
Okay. I am from Iran.
Really?
I'm Turk.
Okay, she's a virtual reality person, very similar to the Bioshock 2 woman that was very famous for her work. Yeah, so they're using a virtual reality character now to see if we'll believe it's an actual shooter. Yeah, and there's actually a person who's done both Bioshock character, Bioshock Infinite, I believe. Yeah, she looks just like her, and there's an actual person who was modeled after that person. So yeah, check it out. This is the character, and you'll see that her character is almost identical to the Bioshock 2 Infinite character. Let's check this out. Look at this.
Yeah.
It looks like her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same Bioshock 2 character that was used to create the impression of a false flag. Boy, you guys have done a lot of good work. Thank you. Looking up the faces and everything. She looks like Freddie Mercury. So what they're trying to do, folks, is I have not played, well, I played Bioshock Infinite a couple times with Sarah. She liked it better. David, can you dip your wig in water? Yes. It can be rinsed off and everything. Yeah, it's really a nice silk wig. I know that was a beer in my pocket. I picked it up at a gathering. But please do not allow Sarah to pull you away from the show. This is very important. We need you after show for interactive virtual chatting. We are desperate need for the regular 5 to 10 show. I know. And I'm going to give you the videos tonight. We're giving you live videos throughout the evening. This is Cortana from Halo. Yeah. I've got Cortana on my Windows 10 computer. How's the soup?
Should I get anything else done?
No, we're good. Everything's kind of boring over there. Yeah. How's the soup?
And the soup's pretty good.
Good. Pretty good. I got pretty good out of Sarah. That's not bad for this day and age on the run.
The soup's excellent. Oh my gosh, David.
Oh my gosh,
So
David.
good.
It's so good. I love it. So what do you think, huh, guys? You like the fact that you have now been lied to by an artificial reality character. Now the Russian investigation is still going on, full steam ahead. And Mueller his team is questioning Russian oligarchs now, finally. So they're getting him on the phone because I doubt they're going to get him in their
Breaking
office.
news in a CNN exclusive. CNN has learned the special counsel's team has been questioning wealthy Russians, asking if they illegally channeled money into Donald Trump's presidential campaign. At least 2 of those Russian oligarchs have been stopped and questioned here in the United States, one after landing at a U.S. airport. Also breaking, President Trump takes the first step to deploy National Guard troops on the Mexican border, and the Homeland Security Secretary says they could be headed there as soon as tonight. I'll speak with Congressman John Garamendi of the Armed Services Committee and our correspondents and specialists. They are all standing by with full coverage. First, let's go straight to the breaking news. CNN crime and justice reporter Shimon Prokopez and CNN's Kara Scannell, they are standing by. Shimon, first of all, what are you learning?
Oh, that's right, Wolf. We've learned that Mueller and his team have really intensified their focus into the potential flow of money from Russia into the 2016 presidential election and whether the Trump campaign colluded with Russia. Now, we know that investigators have recently targeted at least 3 oligarchs. The sources tell us that the FBI stopped one of them as he landed in his private jet at an airport in New York. They questioned him and even used search warrants to search his electronic devices. And then investigators, we've also learned, stopped a second Russian oligarch who also recently was traveling here to the U.S. and questioned him as well. And Mueller has also asked a 3rd Russian oligarch to voluntarily hand over some documents. And Wolf, some of these people who have voluntarily handed over documents, we're told, have basically had no choice in that because some of them are doing business here in the U.S., they have been forced to cooperate with the special counsel.
Okay, thank you. That was Wolf Blitzer and his ingenue.
The president's lawyer, John Dowd, said in response.
Okay, so apparently Trump is still waging a war against the FBI, claiming the FBI is personally targeting him, which is unfortunate considering they're trying to be as objective as possible. One after landing at U.S. airport, also breaking from President Trump on the Mexican border. The Homeland Security Secretary says as soon as tonight, we're going to intensify the focus on the potential of money from Russia into the 2016 election. And whether the Trump, has he landed in his private jet, they're questioning him, and even you search warrants to search in electronics, then investigate voluntarily. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Well, they're going to find out if any more collusion has been happening from Trump to the others, but we're going to see if this is a constant problem. Now we've got a story about the initial convictions and first escape from prison of James Earl Ray. I mean, I don't consider that a big deal. James Earl Ray was pulled in on petty offenses and was never really targeted prior to the Martin Luther King assassination, but which he claimed he was innocent from, and all the way to the dying day when he died of liver disease. So, and we believe that he is innocent. I do, especially considering Martin Luther King's family said that he was innocent. So, you go figure, huh? Even Martin Luther King's family said he was innocent. Hey, you're not allowed to disparage us here just because you can't kick us off of our VPN or our internet. You really can't, stop us anymore. Thank you. JFK was assassinated by the mob. To the best of my knowledge, it was not Lee Harvey Oswald. It was somebody within the mob organization. Apparently, there were about 7 or 8 mob hitmen at that location in Dallas, Texas, when JFK died. Rudy and Judith Giuliani are in divorce. Okay. This is inevitable. I mean, Rudy Giuliani's been battling not only not having a post in the President Trump's administration, which I find rather odd, considering he's such a good friend and did so much for Trump to get elected. But Rudy Giuliani has been battling prostate cancer for years, and I think it's bound to put a stress on a marriage. I mean, but no time to divorce really when a man's battling prostate cancer. That kind of makes me wonder about her. Really, when you think about it. I mean, I've known people in my personal life that have left their spouse during cancer, and I kind of think, I personally think that's the worst thing you could possibly do. I mean, no disagreement is that important when a person's battling a disease like cancer. So I feel bad for Rudy Giuliani. I really do. Not a personal issue for me. I don't have that problem. But no, you're not having a post in the Trump's administration, which I find rather odd, considering he's such a good friend, did so much for Trump. Are you just copying what I'm saying? He's copying what I'm saying and using voice to text, and he's just sticking it in there. You're funny, spoiled food chef. Wow. So iBlog is okay. We got some people over there. Thanks for coming in tonight. We're cultivating our audience over there at iBlog. So no, I don't have prostate cancer, but I know that people have died from it. My dad died from it. My grandpa died from it. And he's just sticking it in there. Have I unbanned Frank? No. We have nobody who will be unbanned anymore. I think Scissor Fight is glad about that, actually. I didn't want to unban anybody since we've immediately started the permaban list. I was unbanning for a couple of months there, and then all of a sudden we got hit by these stalkers, and I just kept them on the permaban list. So everybody that's banned now is permanently banned. We were very kind in the early days, but not anymore. We're getting too close to 2020 to mess around. I didn't ban psychobehavior on Sunday, so we're going to unban psychobehavior. Anybody who wants to be unbanned, you can be unbanned by request if you are a credible person. So I'm not inflexible. I just don't believe in unbanning at all at this point. So you know. Thank you. Okay, thank you, JPF. Hey, this is really kind of nice to have a daily show where I can talk to the chatters. Let me see if I can get this light to go off. Hang on. That's a little better. Okay, thank you. I knew I made a modification that might help. It did affect the green screen a little bit, but I just didn't need that bright light on my face. It was affecting my personal complexion, which was, leaving me kind of feeling all alone. Lost and all alone. Did I pop anything? No. Mr. Griswold is now added to our permaban list. There you go, Mr. Griswold. Very fast to get on that permaban list. So we're fielding questions from our chatters at Vaughn, and I appreciate the time to talk. It's always good to discuss issues, and I appreciate this opportunity to give you my personal opinions. In a little while, I will be eating some soup while I do the show, and I think that'll be kind of nice because I want to slurp while I do the show. My father had a relative back in the old days, in the 1920s and 30s. He was born in the 20s, my dad was. He's dead now, but yeah, I'll have one drink at the bar. But thanks, Misanthropy. We got a YouTube donation for tonight's playlist. Thank you. A Breaking the Cycle of Abuse, 57-minute movie, Norwegian, on prisons, and yeah, pretty cool. Okay, we'll add that to our first one. For tonight, great. Any big movies are welcome tonight. We got a lot of things in the lineup. Thanks, Misanthropy, for giving that link. Appreciate it. Yeah, your favorite news source is Kim Kardashian. That's funny. You heard of all the things that Anderson Cooper was, what? Okay. Okay, you're in Encyclobehavior. Thanks for coming in. You're a regular viewer. You can get unbanned. Do I believe in dreams come true? I don't know. Dreams have come true for me. Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive that I've had a perfect situation in my life that worked through sheer hard work, but you know, you can't exactly expect perfection if you don't try to get something, you know. In other words, if you want luck, you have to create your luck. In other words, if you are finding you're reaching the end of your luck or you're under a rope, you haven't tried hard enough. The officially ignored link between Lyme disease and Plum Island. Ooh. 13-minute video from TrueStream Media. Good. You got links up the yin-yang, Misanthropy. That's great. Thank you. Fantastic. Fantastic, Mr. Trump. Yeah, so we are doing a kind of a broadcast, taking on issues one by one as they come into the show. Band plays in Volcano. Yeah, I'll play that, Misty. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. I may not be in to see it, but it's got 9 million views. We'll watch it later in our movie section. Outstanding. So you feel free to bring me links anytime, guys, especially you Vaughners who are talking to me. As you can see, doing this show has been a kind of an obsession with mine, and my entire approach has been to keep doing this show no matter what. And part of the reason why we have viewership is we keep dedication on the show. I don't want to leave you guys without any viewership tonight. Opportunities to watch shows is part of what we do, and a place to chat about politics. Yeah, I need 5 hours worth of good links tonight. I'll be adding everything you send me. YouTube false flag shooting. 11-minute. I can't really bring that to you tonight because I can only play off playlists, but I'll add it to my link library for sure. Thank you, Scissorfight. Yeah, it's a shame that I have to play off playlists, but that's what I have to do on the road. But I'll play that when I get a chance tonight, when I see it, you know, in the lineup, and I'll just keep it there. So when I come in at a certain hour, I'll play it. Maybe 11:30 or so. Yeah. I don't know. I just look at the news and I think, well, Trump is leading the country kind of willy-nilly, doing damage control constantly. He doesn't really have a plan. And now he's sending National Guard troops to the U.S. Mexican border, which was my idea. And I suggested this back in 2008, and here he is doing it. So I'm all for it. Anything we can do to get rid of bad Border Patrol agents. And I would urge Trump to not allow the same troops to stay in that region more than 3 months. I was planning on rotating them out every 3 months to keep them from getting corrupted and getting bought off by coyotes who can easily buy people off. Yeah, a lot of the Border Patrol managers and directors or supervisors have big swimming pools in their houses that are paid for by the drug cartels. Beekman, it wouldn't have mattered where I'd be. I'd be in the same position I'm in right now. I'm completely censored, and they're trying to stop me. Now they've got a campaign on Reddit to try to hack me and DDoS me and attack me and swat me. I'd be in the exact same place if Hillary won. And Hillary's politics are not that far away from Donald's. Donald supports gun control now. Donald supports letting the Dreamers get their citizenship. It's crazy how Donald is behaving just like Trump, and I think a lot of people realize that this is a complete and utter scam, this two-party system. You can't really drop a link debunking chemtrails here. I'm so sorry. It won't even affect me. I'll even mute it. I'm convinced that our government is spraying us on a daily basis. If you don't, then you need to move out of the room and go to someplace that, you know, is mindless and doesn't care about the country. Yeah, don't bother sending me any debunking links. I have so much evidence of chemtrails. We saw it coming down right above Mount Shasta. So what you're getting tonight is cutting-edge interaction with David Sponheim, presidential candidate of the future, and I will be giving you my commentary on a moment-by-moment basis based on your questions. So hopefully we'll have some people who question me over there at iBlog, but right now you guys are pretty quiet, which is fine. We've got about an hour and a half left in the show, so I can take any questions you want. And then these shows will be uploaded to YouTube later in the week. I don't want to bother with it right now.
That's not the real time. That's an hour later.
Oh, even better. We got 2.5 hours of real time to talk. Okay, good.
1.5 hours. That's the time we're here. 7:30.
Oh, that's what I said, 1.5 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
I said we have 1.5 hours left. So we have 1.5 hours left in the show.
I heard half an hour, then I heard 2.
I said 1.5 hours, and then you corrected me, and now it's 1.5 hours. So you're right again. KLM, chemicals clearly coming from nozzles, not engines or mythical contrails. Thank you, Scissor Fight. Appreciate it. This is something I'll play a little bit right now. Somebody's got a good camera and gets a picture of these things flying above his house. Let's take a look. Thank you. Look at that. Would you just look at that? Okay, there you go. Proof of chemtrails. And these are coming out of nozzles. They're not jet propulsion related. Nozzles. Nozzles. Yeah. You know, big nozzles are set up with dumping chemicals in the air. What are these chemicals? Good question. They are mostly 55% of the chemicals on average are barium chloride or barium salt, which is a known toxin. It causes high blood pressure, heart disease, etc., designed to kill us. The aluminum factor is there too, and we know that aluminum mixed with fluoride can be highly toxic. If you're drinking fluoride and breathing aluminum, your red blood cells are mutating. Isn't that nice? It's not nice. It's sick. It's not engine exhaust. That's way beyond engine exhaust. You must be brain dead to think it's engine exhaust. Luckily for you, we've got brain dead people in the room.
KLM 282. Dumping.
Dumping.
On this fine April 4th. Being sarcastic when I say fine.
Okay, so Donald Trump has said that when countries are losing billions of dollars, trade wars are good. So Donald Trump, the cause of our stock market crashing the past couple of weeks, is now saying it's a good thing that we're going to have a trade war and we're going to win this easily. I'm trying to make my mouth look more like a sphincter. Okay, we're going to win this trade war very easily. All right, so talking off the top of his head is what Donald Trump does best, and he still doesn't do it as well as I do. The world's largest aircraft will take off in 2018. Chat room celebrity has a good link. Thank you,
You're
chat
looking
room.
at the world's largest airplane rolling out at the Mojave Air and Spaceport, clocking its fastest taxi time yet at about 74 kilometers per hour.
This is a milestone for this giant, soon-to-be flying beast. This gets us one step closer to actual flight test when they'll need to get up to probably about twice the speed, 150 kilometers per hour. Paul Allen developed Stratolaunch in order to build a vehicle that will take rockets up to nearly the stratosphere and launch them into space. Allen's original vision was to launch a relatively big rocket in the class of a SpaceX Falcon 9, but because they don't have a rocket designed for that horizontal launch in that class, they're going to be launching up to 3 small rockets at a time. This aircraft is massive. It has 6 engines that were removed from 2 used 747s. Its wingspan is so big that if we dropped it in at our Coliseum football field over here, the wings would hang over the edge of the facility. It's got this big empty space in the center, and you can put a big rocket there, but you could also put a massive customized container. You can carry a payload with optical telescopes.
You can even put a, your love chair, this love sofa you and your wife could sit on watching your relationship deteriorate. Yeah. So here you have Paul Allen wasting money, just like Elon Musk and just like Richard Branson, all claiming to be able to get access to the space program. We've invested hundreds of billions of dollars into NASA, and we don't get a dime back. And we're handing it over to them for no profit, no gain. This is the mindset of the two-party system as they wait and wait and wait. The use of old 747s is a plus. 747 engines, that's a plus. But let's face it, our country has been wasting tons of money on Richard Branson and Elon Musk. And Paul Allen can do whatever he wants, I guess. Okay, this is old news. CIA head of DEA says CIA is running drugs. You'll never get drugs legalized when the drug runners are running the government. Well, bring on me. I will be the person to legalize the marijuana, which is I don't consider a drug.
Because of her controversial drug stand, President Clinton fired his Surgeon General. But there was more disturbing news in the fall of 1993 when a report revealed that the government itself may have been running drugs. The head of the DEA at the time, Robert Bonner, said that a ton of pure cocaine worth hundreds of millions of dollars had been smuggled into the United States. And he blamed the CIA, saying the agency had joined the Venezuelan National Guard in drug smuggling.
Let me understand what you're saying. A ton of cocaine was smuggled into the United States of America by the Venezuelan National Guard?
Well,
in cooperation with the CIA?
That's exactly what appears to have happened.
Bonner said he was the only one who could have approved transportation of illegal narcotics such as cocaine, and that this shipment had entered the country without his authorization.
Let me put it this way, Mike. If this has not been approved by DEA or an appropriate law enforcement authority in the United States, then it's illegal. It's called drug trafficking. It's called drug smuggling.
Okay, yeah, we'll add that to our link tonight. I just get amazed that the DEA doesn't know what the CIA is doing. I mean, they're not even able to do their job. I mean, really. Crackhead Jimmy, yeah, I remember him. Mediopoly, misanthropy, yes.
It's Mediopoly.
It's Mediopoly. Okay, I'll play that later, thanks. We're bringing the links in tonight. If you got links, bring them in. Okay. Yeah, so as you can see, this is an interactive show format, which is just straight up in your face. And I'm not going to, hem and haw about what's been happening to me recently. They're doxing and attacking us on a nightly basis. So we've taken precautions and done a lot of security measures to bolster our position. And I even broadcasted from a remote location that's not even near me recently, which helps kind of throw them off. Yeah, we're doing everything we can to kind of like work this angle to kind of maintain a presence on the internet despite all of the attacks. I didn't ban another brother. If anybody else did, I didn't do it. Yeah, weed grows naturally everywhere, and there's nothing really that bad about it. When you look at the, considering today is Wasteful Wednesday, legalization of marijuana is not a crazy idea. It's working in every state that allows it, and we have no reason to believe that Jeff Sessions' idea that it'll never help stop opioids is true. In fact, 13 states now are reporting a 33% reduction in opioid use. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, 33% reduction in opioid use. I was quite amazed by that. Okay. I wonder if I do a color match. Let me see if I can do a color match eye drop tool here. Yeah, that doesn't really help much. No. Okay, we're good. Well, if you use alcohol, alcohol is going to use you. Yeah, Dave, how come YouTube didn't show the shooting on YouTube live? Yeah, good question. Well, that's partly because the shooting was done by an artificial reality character. I believe it's the woman from BioShock that they've purposely made on a higher level. And you see her face right here. And then you see the picture that we have of her. Hang on. And you see it's not that far away. You see that? And then you look at the BioShock woman. Yeah, I'm good with faces, and I can tell you that this really looks suspicious. It looks like it's the same exact nose. Yep. Lips, facial construction, everything. It's all identical. So it's like they took BioShock Infinite and went viral with it, and they did a CGI of the woman to claim it's a real woman. I don't believe it happened. Scissorfight doesn't believe it happened. There's no evidence a shooting occurred at YouTube. YouTube has been in the back pocket of the government for years. So it's more than likely that they just put it on trying to get something different to fly. Another false flag. Another false flag to convince America we need gun control, which we don't. So that's what's happening in America today, as you see. Yeah, I'm sure she had a YouTube channel. I saw her YouTube channel, and it looks fake. It looks like she's CGI. And they took down her website also. Yep, her site cannot be reached. Nazima Zabah. Yeah, so they don't want anyone to know anything about her. That less knowledge, the better. And they want to keep this story completely contained. No, Sandy Hook, well, Sandy Hook was a real school at one time, but it was closed due to asbestos 2 years prior. And that's public record. So that too, the Shady Hook, the Sandy Hook event really is completely repeating itself all over the place now with false flags left and right. They're trying to push it. And BioShock Infinite was released 5 years and 1 week ago to the date. Interesting, Misanthropy. Thank you. I think David Hogg is real. He's an FBI agent. He's the son of an FBI agent. I believe David Hogg is over 23 years old. I don't read way too much into it. You know, what you're seeing, folks, is 185 IQ looking into everything and finding patterns. Crisis actors generally get paid up $1,000 a day, up to $1 million, depending on their job. I'm not an adult actor. Oh, you're talking about David Hogg? Sorry. Yeah, David Hogg is not a kid. He's an adult-looking actor. Tiger Woods is in odds on favor to win the Masters tournament this week. Yeah, sure. When pigs fly. Tiger Woods winning a Masters. You give me a break. He can't even get his wife's video taken off the internet. I mean, come on, seriously. There isn't a conspiracy hiding behind every lunatic. You can look into everything and you see, David, you're talking about conspiracies. I'm not. I'm actually just showing you all the empty space where there should be evidence. He looks like Malcolm in the Middle, much younger looking. I agree. I know. Welcome to our nightly show where I do interact with people and eat goldfish. The United States is definitely letting China and Russia know you're ready. We're ready. Oh, yeah. He's lost the past 5 tournaments, yeah. It's highly unlikely Tiger Woods is going to be able to get his stroke down. And don't start Googling Lindsey Vohn's naked pictures, please. That would be very rude to Lindsey. Yes, no, don't do that. We got a really fun video called the cringe pop. Yeah, the cringe compilation video of people, edgy white kids, try not to cringe challenge. Can't beat that. Let's just go with it, man. Why not? Thank you. Yeah, I told my friend I can't meet him until after 9 o'clock because I do a show every night, and I even move my close time from 10 to 9 to accommodate my friend. I'm not Johnny 5, but thanks, Banging Audio. I'm a great golfer. My last shot was when I was 10 years old. I landed a hole-in-one at 250 feet. If you've seen a 10-year-old swing a hole-in-one at 250 feet, you know that I have a great stroke. I don't think Jim Carrey even knows who I am. I think if Jim Carrey had knowledge of me, he would have painted an entire picture with my face on it. Bear in mind, I'm not well known in America. I've only reached no more than 1 million people in terms of this broadcast over 9 years. I've been censored heavily. I know, they're measured in yards, but at the time I measured in feet because it was only 1970 when I hit that hole-in-one. I was playing in a father-son competition. The dads were brought into our camp, and we played father-sons against everybody, and we won. Thank you. We won. My dad and I won. And I had a shot that I looked all over about 250 feet out, and I could not find the ball until I went to the hole, and I went, "Oh my God, Dad, I got a hole in one." I couldn't believe it. 10 years old.
Wow.
What a stroke. I mean, I could have been a contender.
Could have been somebody. All right. You want to have your soup?
I'm gonna have my soup.
Should
Yeah,
I
we're
start
adjusting
mine?
for color. If I went with more color, you got to understand. Seriously, if I went with more color, I would have rosacea. So we got bad.
When you do color, I look good, but that's
Yeah,
fine.
she looks great. You assess her look, okay?
How do I look? Do I look washed out?
I think you're okay.
Yeah, I'm a little
Your
washed
hair
out.
looks okay.
I think. All right. I look like I'm black and white.
Okay, well, let's just go with color then. I chose white balance to control the color, but let me reassess this.
It's fine. No, it's
No?
cool. It's like a 1980s thing. It's fine.
No, it's
But
not.
I was
It's
gonna
not
do with
acceptable.
color because I was gonna do some food prep.
Yeah, we need to get color up because the food prep is important. Oh, I needed you in there for the color.
This is like I'll be in there. Coming in.
Well, I corrected the white balance, so hopefully whatever you look like will be good.
A little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So first thing that you should know is I'm using organic. What I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to I should start a new local recording.
Well, we're not going to really do the recording yet. Okay, we have a 1-hour cook show. Could you start this at 7?
You mean 8?
I mean 8, yeah.
Sure. I'll start this at 8.
Okay.
Well, because I have to get everything prepped anyway.
Right.
So we'll just do 10 minutes just hanging out with you guys.
Okay.
And then it'll be 8 and then 9 and then we'll be done. All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Am I fat? I'm pretty hot and tempting, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, this looks good.
I look pretty, I'm from the Pacific Northwest, so that's my where Clown versus Presley. What do they mean by an attack? Your smile works no matter what the color. Thanks, 950. So sweet. Yes, Satin, I did think. No, I know David would not take a break, even on my holiday. If we're on holiday, David still always continues to go on the show.
Yeah.
Well, because so one time we did make the, David would say the mistake, or we learned that if we do take a break, that sometimes people just don't come back. They think they believe in what Reddit people will say is like, David and Sarah have no longer done the show. Everything has been canceled. And so then they'll stop watching.
Okay. Bear in mind, if you post links when Sarah's here, you won't be getting them in the playlist.
Right.
It's movies tonight.
That's true. Why I should never cut my hair. Secrets of B-Real. Alright, then I'll try. Oh, Misanthropy said that wasn't for the playlist. It was just for me. But
It's in the playlist now.
it's in the playlist now. You better hope Sarah watches the playlist.
That was a great chili.
Oh, I know behavior. I believe it. That's what happened. So last time we went on a vacation, we stopped doing a show. The viewers dropped in half.
Mm-hmm.
David is definitely Mr. Predictable. Yes, we do realize our color is a little off, 950, but I like the black and white look. I do drink this.
Okay, this is your first and last warning. We're going to give you a mute, but if you have any other rude comments like that, you will be banned permanently.
Yeah, that's Salty Dog, and he probably should be banned permanently. It's Slim Talbert. What? Bagged audio?
Hmm.
Oh, interesting.
This
Oh,
is
hey,
outstanding.
hey, it's Slim Talbert.
Wow.
Is that, wasn't that like the, oh, who is it?
Incredible.
The African American comedy. Yeah, oh, it's the nemesis of Fat Albert. That's what I was thinking. Fat Albert.
I outdid myself on this. I love the way they said it.
David is loving his soup / chili. He called it a chili. I would call it a soup, but it's really good. It's just like an awesome.
Call it whatever you want. Good.
It's good. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yes, which is really good.
I'm kind of blown away by how good it is.
David cooks. David does a lot of cooking that's not on camera. I know it should be like every time David cooks, he should like think, I should film this.
Mm-hmm.
I should film this.
Mm-hmm.
I should film this. But he didn't, and I didn't think to remind him. I didn't think that either. I didn't say, David, you should film this. That's what I should do.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so he made a really delicious soup on the trip, mind you.
Yeah.
He brought a summer sausage and cans of tomatoes.
Yep.
And
Organic tomatoes.
corn.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, no. Great Northern beans.
Great Northern beans. Is
Carrots.
there corn in there?
Carrots and broccoli. No corn in here.
Carrots and broccoli. Okay.
Mm. Mm.
Which was really good. It is really good. And the
Yeah.
carrots and broccoli, it was like, oh, these are sitting in our fridge. We better take them on the road. And then when we took them on the road, it was like, oops, these are a little old.
Yeah,
and
well, I
they
got
was
'em on
like,
sale at
I know what
Walmart.
I could do. I could throw it in a soup. Actually, it wasn't. They weren't sitting in our fridge. We bought them on sale at Walmart.
I bought them at Walmart on sale for $2.49.
And they were, yep, they were on sale for a reason because they were turning brown.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, summer sausage is definitely a good thing to travel with because you
Yeah.
can make it into a soup or anything like that. And it's really delicious. And you don't need a whole lot of extra spices and things like that to put in. I
Yeah, it does the job
do.
perfectly.
I do drink with lift my pinky up.
Right.
Is that weird?
I've never had better soups than the summer sausage soup.
Yeah, David loves his summer sausage soups.
I love them. I can't stop bragging about it. Just like every few seconds I talk about it.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, so at
Thank
7
you,
o'clock,
Scott.
Sarah's going to do some cooking.
Yeah.
I'm going to stir up some steaks for you. You'll need the breadboard. You'll be cutting and slicing.
Yeah, I guess so.
She's going to make sandwiches for a road
I'm
trip.
gonna make sandwiches because tomorrow we're definitely gonna go to. I have a day planned out tomorrow, and whenever you have a day planned out, it's good to take food with you because then you don't have to go to like an expensive restaurant, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Bag and Audio. You're gonna cast on vacation too. Totally invest in the VPN. David does kiss me. He definitely does.
I kiss Sarah all the time, but on the cheek.
Mm-hmm. Oh, see? Thank you.
Mm-hmm. We haven't gotten to that next step. We've only known each other for 20 years. I mean,
Did everybody
you're asking
take a
lot.
screen capture of that? Okay. Had your opportunity.
Okay, cool.
David
tried
would
these
love a chili cook-off event. We'll do that tomorrow. You can go ahead.
No, I'm not. I don't want to eat starch.
I just know if I do that, then I'll finish the bag. So that's why I said I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, really.
So
I hear that.
yeah, I was like, it was. Well, what are we talking about? I love fishes because they're so delicious.
I'm gonna save you that because I really don't.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, I could just eat it now.
All right,
I'm
cool.
just kidding. All right,
Yeah.
anyway.
We
Yeah.
are.
David will love loves chili
Mm-hmm.
cook-off events. That would be fun. Me too. I like goldfish crackers. I try to get like the whole grain. One time I did find the organic goldfish, which were really, really good. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes until we start our cooking sandwich show. So
And
I'm
this will
gonna
end
eat
our
this.
recorded broadcast for tonight on the
Oh,
political side.
I'll
So let
let David sign off.
me give you a little wrap up on the news, and we'll kind of make this concise because we're going to go to a cooking show, and Sarah's going to take a 1-hour cooking show and find out what that's all about. Yeah, I'll hold the camera for you. No, the show's going to be on for another hour, but I'm going to hold the camera for her, and I'm going to give myself a second camera. Maybe we can take this camera and put it over there somehow. Or I could,
want to put it over there.
no, I mean over here. I can hold it for you while you're doing
Well,
the
I
show.
can just do it right here.
Oh, you can? Okay.
Mhm. I'm not, but I might need you to hold it like this.
Okay. Yeah. And then we'll be having videos into the evening till 2 in the morning. Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of amazing how many different things we have going on in our daily life, especially when we take a trip. No, the show's not over till 9 o'clock. But we've had short shows because we've been attacked. And anytime you get attacked, you have to respond by making maneuvers that are aggressive and defensive. And that's what we did. We're on a trip, yeah. Yes, you're going to learn how to make a sandwich. It's a 1-hour cooking show on how to make a sandwich.
Yes. I know.
I know. And I don't know how cool this is, but when you see the sandwiches she makes for our road trips, you will be impressed. I'm guaranteeing it. You know, it's a lot of good food. That we mix this stuff together to make a light sandwich, and it's able to stay in bags, and we can take it with us on the road. Well, I'll tell you, if the sandwich show stops and we go back to a live show, I'll just sit down and talk until the end of the show.
Well, I don't know. Well, I also.
Do you want me to do the sandwich show from 7:30 to from 8:30 to 9? I mean.
Well, no, let's just do.
Yeah, I'll do the
start
sandwich
at
show.
8,
Yeah.
like you said, or close to 8, and we'll see how long we can do it.
Okay.
So, like,
Cool.
and if it's less than an hour, okay, fine. But it takes me a while to make a good sandwich. That's the thing. People think a sandwich, oh, it's a sandwich show. People don't know. how I make sandwiches.
I know, and we're going to show you how to take a really good time away from your daily life to make really good sandwiches. Okay, so I'm signing off on this current Trump situation. Right now, we believe that Mueller is getting closer in his investigation to the people associated with Trump. But again, Trump is under investigation, but not on criminal charges yet. I have not heard about the Carrie Underwood conspiracy. You're not sure if you heard, but in December she fell down a flight of stairs, had 50 stitches on her face, broken wrist, and publicly stated she might look a bit different when she's back. What do you think? Another Avril Lavigne replacement? I didn't even know that about Carrie Underwood. Thanks, Tekwala. Let's take a look at Carrie Underwood before we go into the news. And Trump is sending National Guards to Mexico border like I suggested we should do back in 2008. So he does exactly what I've been saying for some time. So Carrie Underwood is back at work. Shares a new photo of herself that doesn't quite match who we know to be Carrie Underwood. Okay. I don't know. I'm still looking for comparisons between the two, before and after. Let me see before and after pictures. Hang on. Yes, indeedy. Okay. You know, I still see a similarity between the two. I mean, let's take a look. Ready? Thanks, Tekwala. I hope you're doing well with your new Bitcoin operation. You did get the news from Russia Today, which may be fake news, that there's a child imagery on your blockchain, your Bitcoin blockchain. RT reported last week that there's a child violent imagery on your blockchain that you're using to create Bitcoins. You may want to look at that up. RT has a story. I see exact same, well, very similar nose, but slightly different nostril. Eyes are slightly different, more oval and up tilted. Eyebrows are different, much sharper, and it could even be painted on. But facial comparisons, I would put her at a close match. Very close. It's not like the Renee Zellweger comparison, which is, yes, her eyes look more alien-y, yeah. It's called makeup. I don't know about that one, Tekwala. It does look like she may have had multiple facial stitches and plastic surgery. Sarah's going to be starting the cooking show in just a bit. She's getting prepped for it. Yeah. Will you tell me when you're ready to go? Same armpits, yes, hasn't changed. I don't want to post a fake story about Carrie Underwood yet, but Tekwala has a story of comparisons that may make you think twice. Take a look. Here's a comparison photo from Tekwala of Carrie Underwood, the famous country music star who started on American Idol and became a worldwide sensation. So that's before and after. The one on your left is the after. I'm seeing a pretty close, similar match. I mean, I really don't think there's a new person there. I really don't. It's not like Renee Zellweger, where she gained 5 inches in physical stature. Yeah, I'm going to say the same. But thanks for that report that you might be concerned about a replacement. Okay, the cooking show is getting ready here. We're going to learn how to make organic sandwiches for the road. Okay, I'm going to sign off to the regular broadcast, recorded broadcast. But so far, Trump is sending the National Guard to the border with Mexico, and we've got an ongoing investigation, which is not yet criminally charging Trump with anything whatsoever. I don't make any money, Psycho Behavior, so, you know, people that don't make a lot of money don't file taxes. I retired 8 years ago. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll be back. We'll be doing the show till 9. Sarah's going to do a long cooking show, and I'll pick up after she leaves.
Should I put my hair on?
No, we're good. Take care, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow night with our broadcast. For those of you watching our recorded broadcast, we've already done our broadcast, but Sarah's going to start the cooking show now, which will be uploaded tomorrow sometime. And we'll try to make this thing work all the way till the regular broadcast time periods where we do a show Like tonight, we'll be doing a regular show all the way till 2 in the morning, where you can talk and do politics, talk politics.
Wow. You're going to be tired tomorrow.
Well, let's be clear. Well, I don't know when I'll be able to get on the show tomorrow, but we're shooting for 5 to get on to see where we're at, and then we'll go from there. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care.